while we're on the Texans, that's one thing what do you think the situation is with Watson? Do you think he's gonna return next year? Do you think he's done? Do you think he's gonna get traded?
I don't think Watson ever wears a Texan uniform again.
I think we can agree on that. Do you think he? Do you think his football career is over?
No. I haven't heard much from it. I know it's because of the season going.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't heard too much about what's going on. I haven't really been keeping up with it at this point. But come the off season, I think it's very likely that he'll be moved. Probably not for as much as the Texans are asking for.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly certain they're going to move him. Maybe he'll go to Washington. Maybe not.
Yeah, if he can get his his legal issues figured out,
I feel like
I feel like he could be a good fit in Washington. That is a big if he can get everything figured out. Because really, I don't think it looks good for him either way. Because on one hand, these civil lawsuits, they can drag on for years. We could be looking at another 2-3 years before it eventually goes to court and we get a decision.
That's true.
And by that time he could be removed from the game for several years. He might not even be the guy he used to be. But on the other hand, if he wants to hurry up and settle the case and pay a settlement out to the accusers, what would the NFL? How would that look in the eyes of the NFL? Admitting you're guilty and paying a settlement just to make it go away. Do you think the NFL would just sit back and accept that and allow him to continue playing?
I think it'll be a third option at this point with the way things are going. Where, like you say, it is going to drag out, but with it not being in the news and not being talked about, the NFL will just kind of like put it on the side,
mm-hmm.
and then run Watson's suspension and then just let him play until it plays out.
Because the attorney that's representing the women that accused Deshaun Watson, he's already said several times that he's not looking to reach a settlement. He wants to bring it to trial, bring it to court, and have the court decide. And if that is the case, if that does end up happening, it could be several more years before we ever find a true answer. A lot of these cases, it's not uncommon for things like that to drag on 3-4 years.
Yeah, but civil opinion has a short attention span. And once people just stop paying attention to something, it will come back, of course, but I feel like the situation itself will go quiet for a while.
I think so too, and it kind of has. We haven't really heard from it in a while. But do you think a quarterback removed from the game, say 2, 3, 4 years, what's the likelihood that he can come back and play at the same level that he was playing before? We've seen it before in Michael Vick, and I think he was gone, 3 seasons? 2 or 3 seasons?
Kurt Warner was out of the league for a while, too.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you talking about at the beginning of his career when he got cut? Yeah, that's true, but he was also playing in the Arena League. He was still playing organized football and staying in shape, and which is not the same thing, of course, but what do you think the likelihood is that?
I think Watson plays next year.
That soon, huh?
Yep. I don't know who he'll play for, but I feel like he'll be playing next year.
He could be a good fit with Philly, I feel like.
Philly's not going to do anything right now. They're too much in love with Hurts.